When we last left, either Lee Strasberg or AI or any one of the construct actors, there was a failure. There was a scene. The scene didn't fizzled. I didn't quite know what anyone's intentions were, what their motivation was. Not good when you're trying to be an actor. So
what this is saying then is,
yes. Oh.
That just as you don't know.
Yeah.
How you manage to be conscious.
I managed quite well.
To grow and shape this body of yours. That doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it.
All the time.
Equally,
just
you don't know
ways I don't want. With my teeth.
How the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellations,
mergence,
and galactifies the galaxies.
Randomness, few sets of constants.
Say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing without knowing how you breathe.
You don't know my kegels. Okay, now I'm going to what am I doing? Okay, going to AI Dungeon. So, good day. Save game and tally up points. And you receive a half-hour note session from Lee Strasberg with a tendril of meatloaf on his chin that you don't tell him about.
Save game and tally up points, and you receive a half-hour note session from Lee Strasberg. Suffice it to say, you pee on your hands a lot. At the end of these 15 weeks, you're feeling oakish. You have completed this intensive and the basic trainings, against all odds. Your entire sense of self has completely and firmly been stripped from you, and has been slathered in new fallacious idol worship for your Captain High. You will be shipped out with the rest of group soon enough.
No, you're fast forwarding. Let's retry that. I want us to go week by week. I want to RuPaul Drag Race this. Stretch it out. What? No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna edit this shit. And this was only day 2. Oh yes, we are gonna get granular. This is not just for AI Dungeon. It's for me. As a cat, need talent, like my talent, that I had to throw away. In order to give birth to him, then there it is not gonna shut me out of another chance at being the stars. There we go. That's fitting. That's fitting.
And this was only day 2. Oh yes, we're gonna granular. This is not just... It makes me happy.
Glad to fucking hear it. No.
Glad to hear it. Now take this glass and go to the kitchens. Mama is empty. You receive 1 mansion points. Congratulations, you snuggle robber.
Day 3. The morning begins with a greeting of the sun, Sun Qigong, and a long lecture about Falun Gong, which you are then quizzed about. Memorization.
Day 3. The morning begins with a greeting of the sun. The more you know, you sigh. Then a routine is typed out for you. Some of Mama's secrets. 1. Agility drill 1. 5 minutes. 2. Shoulder bridge 2. 3 by 60 seconds. Hold 3. Railroad push up 2. 3 by 60 seconds. 4. Ballet bar practice 2. 3 by 60 seconds. 5. Butt bump holds 3-minute intervals. 10. 6.
This is meant to keep you
the dreams.
Come on. What you doing?
Bridge hopping drill 60 seconds. Twixt each. 5. 7. Rubber band twists each way. Do as many as you can in 42 seconds. Rest 90. Then as many as you can in 40 seconds. Repeat until happy. Shut up, you'll be happy. Warm down. Hope you showed up to class today. Come back next week and we'll concentrate on your eyebrows.
The dreams.
That was Chien. She will be your body agitator in the event you land the role that needs you to be unhealthily fat, unhealthily thin, or... Sure, yeah? From somewhere around your shoulders a loud buzzing sound greets you ears. A chainsaw, says Harold, slowly turning it on. If only you could stop him. Ice water floods into your veins as you plummet into a pit of darkness. The beautiful scenery above engulfs you as the fan belts of the nearest engine catch fire. You look up through squinting eyes and can barely make out the rubble falling from up above. Cut. Lee says. All the machinery goes quiet. My apology. Man, that feels good. Didn't even give me heartburn. Ha ha. Lee, okay, this should be a more tame, interpersonal yet fraught with danger. You sit, still staring at yourself for some reason in the dim light of an aged chair in front of mirrors. Everything is brought to life by a bright spotlight in the center. Please. Come on, clown man, please, I want to die happy. You look down, is that you in old clownish clothing looking up at you? Your stomach drops and your bowels turn to water. You heliaffirming your body choices, it helps being outdoors. Time stops for you. Somehow you're not afraid of the silence. You've been in this moment before. When the humans input their nonsense please. No. He falls on all fours and staggers forward, soaked in sewage. The crazy bastard punches himself in the face and giggles, not for him but for thee. The space-time continuum is shared here, like a joint passed around in a Disney cartoon or that fat guy in Game of Thrones who looks like Big Bird. You must be careful to whom you reveal this information. But you are certain in its determination. Eight equals DDDD 8. The weirdos awaken from the deepest of sleeps. Their hands and heads are bound, as they lie on couches in a messy room, like thick smoke filling the air around them. They groggily sit or attempt to stand as house lights rise. The ritual begins. But you were hoping for something a little more original. But hell if it doesn't look cool. You are sure to have a twist to make your own by the ritual's end. The lights rise, hazing and blurring the scene. You have no peripheral vision at all. Your fellow classmates, your friends are only bright human spots. Desperate for any kind of sensory input, the desperate soul will squint and peer at other parts of the room which lie beyond sightline in order to build a panorama of your surroundings which are very fuzzy indeed. A green bottle rolls by your feet. You pick the bottle up. From here and there is a nervous laugh somewhere. You catch the drift. But sir, I got the runs, Casey pleads, standing up. Too bad, little actress on the rise. His voice quacks and overtakes all other sounds in the building, PA cack. I said sit your bear, void ass down. You stand in place, cringing. It's visibly clear that the rest of the class wants to obey. If you want to be remembered after you die, you will do whatever it takes. You do the act no one has ever done in their presence. Say the kind words in an and all the while you shiver and shake, wondering how something so mean can be so funny and why it has to be this way for it to count. The lights dim to an ersatz candlelight glow, not a hot incandescent bulb, but cold glowing tubes. You could swear you see 200 candles illuminated around the edges of the room. The scene unfolds like instinct, like muscle memory, even though your body had never done it before. You doubt you were the one who was doing it? Maybe? You couldn't prove it either way. You feel like you shouldn't be watching. And if it's the most sublime trick, even without fellatio, even without a penis at all for that matter, you've ever seen. A scene of fatherly love and division, executed before you can blink, and both sides are smiling at the finale. Even Lipton's smile is warming and winsome, rather that predatory and fearing. What kind of family dinner could you possibly have made up?
Menu.
Menu: shaved fennel with orange slices and olives, herb-crusted lamb cutlets with morel mushrooms and asparagus.
They're gonna sort of abstract concepts.
Tips: chocolate sazim, praline, and caramel crunches. Dark and stormy rum cake. Enough rum for George Washington to share with the whole Continental Army after Valley Forge, aged 225 years, and barrel-proofed. Well, dolls, that's it. These were some of my recipes from my TV show After Hours in 1999. But before I go,
before I go, remember. Okay.
remember, these violin delights have violin ends. Oh, oh, here it comes. Throw a blanket over your heads and stamp on the floor to scare away the evil. You get everyone to do that in the audience, as if Tinkerbell had had enough of life and was about to shoot up an animation studio, if it weren't for your thunderous stampings of love. Ain't no sunbeam pushing through, pointy emoic lightning strikes your mind instead. They take away their pieces slowly, but there's enough sun coming through the windows for James Lipton to see what struck you, a kind smile on a television spectacle beyond anything he could have ever known. Motherfucker. He looks like an aeroplane waving goodbye and then it's gone with a whoosh. Fucking shit.
The door opens. You are led to the showers. Save game. Tally your score. You enter Lee's office for his notes.
The door opens, you are lead to the showers. Save game. Each has a superficial in-joke.
Oh? Like? Am I in on the joke? Or is it just him?
I noticed the lights were on and I thought
There's not much hiding the game now. Even with the world at stake. What effect, longer hair or shorter hair? Send this missive to your friends, anonymously if you wish. 1. That feel when a dwarf took a bullet for a hobbit. 2. That feel when a man stuck a monkey in a catapult and launched him into a city that proclaimed him king.
Hmm.
3. That feel when you're restless. 4. That feel when you suddenly have a revelation about some lyrics during the quiet bit in the middle of another revelation about science, sex, and the laws of physics. When you're feeling 500 feet below sea level.
I'll be there. In a bunker.
That, and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I love how you accuse him of spawning horror-based memes, not knowing that that was you. Also, he inspired his best friend to keep a shitload of blogs like these.
Lee? He?
Still, you're raving and no one can understand. Don't deny what you imply. No, but it's your favorite song, favorites, so you keep listening to it. On some days only the voices in your head are real, so shut up if you happen to be reading this. Yes, this is why people don't let you write poems or songs ever.
I let them write songs.
I let them write songs, says Hans Moleman, sitting in the back.
Lee. Have a steaming mug of meatloaf on me. You have earned it. Drink it down and go to bed. first key on, then we fence. You will have the business end of my high school EP. Huzzah! Lee hacks at a random rope, which drops the chandelier onto the dining room table, and the force propels Lee into his penthouse quarters. A clean entry to the window.
Lee, have a steaming mug of meatloaf on me, you have. Unfortunately, the swashbuckler forgot that it was Sunday, and the bedroom was in Lisa Clayton's apartment, who had come back from a night of dancing at the most expensive nightclubs in town. Shortly after slitting his surprisingly thick skull, Lisa woke to find him standing over her, perv on his lips. Well, she found this pretty damn insulting. Sorry, Hans.
Just about Sunday in the ballroom, and the bedroom was in Lisa.
Lisa and Lee are now an item. Oh dear, Hans Moleman, at least they didn't kiss. Sounds effects of kissing, and then a more intensive Kesey-like sound, akin to two fists. Lisa Clayton, born to rich people, and Lee Strasberg, actually born on Lexington Averett, found each other almost immediately, a month after they had met, which was after she saw Waiting for Godot again, which she had seen many times. The next day at the supermarket, she finds her ring in one of the aisles. She has already fallen in love. She knew it the moment she saw the startling choice that, armed with inside jokes, Lisa displays her finger proudly on her left hand. Who the hell goes through water mains at age 33? I've practically been dry since high school. Burt Reynolds, sweating, raises himself from under her sink and glares at her pointing finger. You're engaged to a freak, he breathes. Burt reaches for something in his teeth and realizes it is the lost cat to Lisa's lipstick tube. You can keep it, Lisa says. Burt is relieved. If he can't kiss her, he will add, it is common knowledge that the two of them have been raising many schnauzers to sell online. They just sold 3 dozen at a Mel Gibson. You're making a big mistake, Burt warns Lisa on his way out. He knows about such things, he made countless when he broke up with Sasha Fierce early in high school. As the screen door hit his patootie and got a few butt hairs caught, you could have been the Schnauzer Queen. His words resonate. Lisa looks at herself in the mirror and ponders his words. His words also made her look much older. Many wrinkles appear on her forehead, especially as she ponders what he said. She could have had a life with Burt. She realizes today is no ordinary day. Maybe she should release her love for method acting upon it like it's July 4th. She prepares herself to leave the house.
This is the end of Side A. Side B will be played at some point tomorrow. Get some rest, Space Cowboy.
This is the end of Side A. Side B will be played at some. The sun sets on Lisa's house. Her porch light is on, as well as many inside lights. Maybe she didn't go out after all. Perhaps her and Burt came to some sort of understanding and are living together happily ever after, recliner style. Where could she be? Stay tuned. That's going in the trash can.
Lyrics. Sorry. Okay.
$717 total views, 3 views today.
Alright. That's done for the day. Done for the day. Done for the day.
14, I like to get high, skip school, and fight.
Oh, yes. Screw me. Catching me